Welcome to What Was That? The game show where you hear a sound and guess where it came from. Here's your clue. Was it from A, this pupper talking? B, me dropping a can on my foot? C, I don't know, this fucking car? The answer is D, a jump scare in virtual reality. What, you didn't get it? Too fucking bad. Life's not fair. Get over it. I have like 3 fucking videos I wanted to make, but fucking Transference came out. The goddamn game I was waiting for a fucking year finally was released. So I literally dropped everything important in my life just for this game. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm dead inside. 25 bucks, done. 8 gigabytes of storage, easy. Now all that was left to do was put on the Vive headset, click the secret button on the side that apparently launches Steam VR, and get into Transference. Okay, so what's taking so fucking long? Okay, what the fuck? Ubisoft account. Can I skip it? No, can't skip it, gotta sign in. Fuck, but the last time I used it was when Assassin's Creed 3 came out. Too fucking bad, sign in. God damn it, fuck. Fine, I'll create a new account then. Would you like to connect your Ubisoft account to your Steam? No, just play the goddamn game. And so the game finally starts, but now you're just waiting. Standing there with all this crap strapped to you because you were promised a psychological thriller, and then this happens. I could hear the game being played, but why am I not seeing it? Check your desktop. What the fuck? I started the game using a Vive. Why is it not in VR mode? Because apparently when you start this goddamn game, it only starts in desktop mode. But that's stupid. The game forever was advertised as a VR experience.
Time as a player, feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it.
Why would they make it this difficult to get it running in virtual reality? Because fuck you, that's why. Well, actually, last minute, they kind of ditched the VR exclusivity. Exclusivity. They ditched the VR exclusivity so that it could be played on all platforms. Well, whatever. Now I can actually play this fucking game. And yet, there was still one more obstacle you had to go through in order to play this game. And that was Open Room VR. See, this game has hurdles after hurdles of shit you have to figure out before you can get immersed into this game. Why the fuck is the room resetting? What the fuck?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm about to fucking quit this game. What the fuck?
And on top of that, my chaperone, whatever the fuck it's called, the guides that tell you where the walls are, wasn't even showing up in the game. I think I fucking busted my toe and smashed so many walls because of this shit. Meaning, I had to remove myself out of VR, reset the goddamn thing like 3 fucking times. I even went to the Steam page, and just as I was about to bitch about how unplayable this game was, that's when I saw it. You have to be sitting down in the center of the room in order to play. What fucking ever. I just wanted to play this fucking game. I'm not too keen on how they use the Vive controllers. I mean, every other fucking game out there uses the trackpads, but they want you to use the buttons on the trackpads, and thus the game loses a smooth feeling, making every turn you take feel very sharp.
Is it loading? Oh, I gotta fucking push it? That's weird. Moving so fast right now.
And all this took 30 minutes of me just trying to figure out what was going on. I just want to get into this fucking story already. Before I continue, I almost quit making this several times. For the reasons just listed, but mainly because after I recorded this entire game, my entire walkthrough, it only recorded the gameplay and my voice, but not the game's audio.
It's a pretty shitty house, kid.
So to keep the reactions fresh, I got Hartley to play.
I'm not going down there. There's something scary down there. Promise? Yeah. I can't do this.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You fucking lied! You fucking lied! You lied to me! You said there was nothing down there!
I want to go over this without ruining as much of the story as possible, because as a story-driven game, it's pretty fucking nice. When the game was introduced, it was labeled as a movie wrapped inside of a game. All of the ads and conferences set the game up with an eerie tone, showing that this was more than a game, but a virtual reality experience. And Elijah Wood, and Elijah Wood. Did I mention Elijah Wood? With him being a major face of this project, I only assumed that he was going to be a physical character in the game. But no, I guess he was just only helping develop it. If you've ever played games like Gone Home, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, or any other exploration story games, then you'll know the basic premise of this one. It starts off with a man telling us, who, as characters in the game, are likely the ones to discover this lifelong project of his, that this man was able to successfully upload someone's brain into a digital form.
The ability to take an entire cognitive system from this world and breathe it into a perfect virtual space.
And while you do walk through a few different brains, each one takes place in the same apartment, and each brain tells a very unique story. You get to see a person's scars, pain, obsessions, all these memories even, are painted on these apartment walls. The tone of each brain is accompanied with a beautiful and sometimes eerie soundtrack. The first brain is of the Doctor, the main guy from the intro. It's a brain obsessed with his scientific research and how he's desperate for more funding and more time.
I'm so close. So close.
The second brain is of the Doctor's wife.
And by him I have a little son.
And it's a brain of painful depression, who feels trapped in her marriage and so desperately wants to die.
Please, end this.
And the third brain is of their son.
And they created me, Benjamin Hayes.
Haunted by a predator, and feeling completely trapped and reliant on this beast. I mean, clearly this kid hates Forbidden Planet. And the only one that sees this family as a perfect unity is the Doctor. And this is made apparent when you cross through the different brains and look at how they envision their families. Your job is to walk through these various brains and uncover what has happened. Where has everyone gone? And what exactly was the Doctor trying to do by uploading brains? And that's about all the spoilers I want to give out. It's definitely a great story, very beautifully written. The gameplay itself, though, if you just want to skip through all of it, you can probably beat the game in about 25-30 minutes. But if you want to be rewarded with an insanely awesome journey, you're going to want to spend a good couple of hours exploring every inch of this house. Each brain paints a story of what this particular person has been going through. And there are letters, drawings, just leftover memories that can be found. And each little piece of paper you find will show you more and more about who each person was and what they've been dealing with. Also to be found are these video memories. They're seen as like CDs or hard drives, film reels, and this is where the movie aspect of the game really starts to develop in the virtual world. If finding these little clues paints a paragraph of a person's life,
I gave up everything for him.
Finding these videos is like finding an entire chapter. The Doctor's obsession.
They will thank me later.
Let me guess, you tried moving your mouse away from the screen? Yeah, that's my bad. Too fucking lazy to re-record, so deal with it. The wife's pain.
If I should leave my husband dear, and leave my son with he.
And the abused son.
Want to blow out the candles?
Yeah. Oh,
What'd you wish for?
I can't say.
Yes, you can. Tell me. What'd you wish for?
I can't say. Leave him alone.
What did you... Shh, be quiet.
Raymond, leave.
What a fucking psychopath.
I don't want to give any clues to this endgame, but the story, depending how deep you're willing to dive into this game, is very worth it. And while I was watching Harley play, I was able to find a lot more bits and pieces to the story that I might have missed, and it really helped develop the characters even more. And I'll admit, even though I was pissed the fuck off that I could not walk around in this game, making it mandatory to be stationary in this game was actually fucking brilliant.
So that's why they made it sitting only.
While rewatching these clips, this is nothing. It's a piece of fucking cake. It got dark tones, sure, but definitely not scary. But holy fucking shit. This was built for the VR, so it needs to be played in VR. Now sure, dark tones can be creepy at best. When you fully immerse yourself into this headset, multiply that by an extra fucking million. And when I beat the fucking game, I was drenched. I felt like I ran a fucking marathon. I swear to God, I was running on nothing but adrenaline.
Hey Red, how's it going?
It's going.
You've been in here for a while. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're a little sweaty. Are you scared?
Scared? What am I scared? Why would I be scared?
What's with the salt and the stick?
You know, I was gonna, carve a few steaks and pour some circles around, for reasons. Focus.
We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Yeah, mission fucking accomplished. I mean, my first playthrough, I was playing this at about 1 a.m. and I refused to remove the headset. I refused to leave the game until it was completed. I was so fucking on edge that if anyone outside of the game made a noise, or God forbid, touched me. Jesus fuck! No! Hold on a second. I'll reload. The closest thing I could relate this to is if you've ever done one of those mystery rooms at a mall. You know, you have to solve these puzzles in order to move on. It's kind of like that. It's one of those games that you beat it and you just gotta talk to someone about it. Like, you can't just hold that shit in. And then you want them to experience the depth that this game has to offer. So any one of you out there that like a nice story, you're definitely going to pick this up. And if you can play this in virtual reality, do it. Do it alone. Play it by yourself. Don't bitch out about it. Don't leave the game. Fully immerse yourself. Don't have one ear off. And then once you have a good understanding, get a friend to play it. Pretend like you leave the room. Wait about 15 minutes, and then just touch your shoulder. Just fucking touch it. They're gonna bug the fuck out, and that's some shit you're gonna want to record and rub in their face later on. Make sure to disarm them beforehand. So that's all I gotta say. You like movies? You like games? You like Elijah Wood? Then get Transference. To all you 34 subscribers out there, thanks for watching. If you want to help at all, just, give it a like. I don't care. If you do record your buddy playing this game in virtual reality and you get them to jump, post that shit on Instagram, tag me in it. I want to see it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Those are my pups. They're not usually my videos, but